Now let us get started with the next most important topic, that is void pointers. Void pointers are also called as generic pointers, and we will see why they are called as generic pointers. Here I am going to declare two types of variables, that is one is an integer, I will say 10, and other I will declare a double. I will just put some 20.2 here. Now if you declare a pointer int star p, now p is capable of pointing to any integer variable. Now that means out of these two variables, p can only point to a. Now that means p equal to ampersand a is valid, but p equal to ampersand b is invalid. And let us see what happens when we compile this. Now you can see that it is incompatible because what you are supplying is a pointer of type double, but what is expected is a pointer of type integer. And if I declare p as a double, so here p is capable of pointing to any double variable. So that means p equal to ampersand a is invalid, but p equal to ampersand b is valid. Now what if I want to point to any data type? Then I need to declare the pointer as void pointer. So if I say this as void, so then both the statements are valid. Now let us see the compilation. Now you can see that the program compiled successfully. Now what is void pointer? So this is capable of pointing to any variable. So in other words, you can simply think that this pointer simply holds the address and compiler doesn't know any information about what type of data type it is. Now how to access the data then? Now if I say star p, this is invalid because if I say star p equal to say some example 99, now this statement is invalid because compiler doesn't know what is the data type that p is pointing to because it is void. Now in order to access this void pointers or generic pointers, you need to typecast it so that you can access the data member. Now here you know that this is pointing to an integer. So what you can do is you can typecast the pointer to int star and then you can access the variable. Now this assignment replaces the value 10 with 99. Now here similarly, now p is pointing to a double. You can say double star and then you can access the variable 99.99. Say something like that. Now that is the only thing that you need to remember. A void pointer is capable of pointing to any of the variables, but while accessing the variable or while accessing the variable through pointer, you need to typecast it to the proper data type in order to access the content. Now let us print what are the values of a and b. Now let's see what is the outcome. I can see we modified the variables a and b to 99 and 99.99 through a void pointer. So void pointer is capable of pointing to any type of variable. The only thing to remember is that while dereferencing, you need to typecast it to proper pointer in order to access the variable. So that is the thing. But we will also see what is the real usage of void pointers and why we call it generic pointers in the next lecture.